Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to some more weight loss stories. If you're new here, please tap that subscribe button below for more weight loss stories and to join our awesome community, the Narwhals. Hi, my name is Eve, and I think I'm done. So, I have been a very active lurker here, reading maybe too much even. I like seeing people's victories and progress, big or small. It just makes me happy to see them, so I come around and read and smile. But I think it's time I post one of my own. If you can make it through all this, thanks. If not, that's okay too. I know it's maybe too much. Hi, my name is Eve, female 30 plus, and I used to be large. So, my starting point back 3 years ago was a BMI of 45. I believe this is in the category of morbidly obese. It was pretty bad. I was eating junk food for comfort and boredom, just tons of it every day, and my weight was going up, and away very quickly. I had no energy to do anything, always tired, laying on the couch in the evenings, watching TV reruns, and falling asleep next to a bag of chips. It pains me to recall this time. I was depressed and lonely, avoided all social contact, as I believed that I wasn't worth being around, just a mess. I knew what I was doing wasn't healthy or sustainable in the long run. I knew, but I didn't care. My family was worried, and doctors kept telling me to lose weight. Oh, whatever, right? It's my life. Then I got into therapy. I had tried it before, but I never connected with the people and it was useless. But I gave it another shot after being pushed. And this time, I found the connection. I was able to openly talk about my problems, which I won't get into here, and not the subreddit for it, but I mean things like my childhood and all that. And doors started opening, slowly but surely. And we did start talking about my obesity as well and how it was affecting me mentally and physically. I started trying to diet towards the end of 2017, but kept failing. I had the mentality of one failure equals total failure. So whenever I would have a bad day and eat junk food, I would throw the whole diet thing away for a while and think I failed. No reason to continue, only to then find the motivation again 2 weeks later and try again. This continued until the summer of 18. I had been dieting for 6+ months, failing over and over, restarting over and over, but it all changed that summer. I can't give you the magic words or a simple answer to the question of how did you do it, but something changed in my head. I just realized I had to change. There was no other choice. I had to do it for myself. I found the motivation. So I started on keto in June that year and followed it very strictly for a year, going down to a BMI of about 30 in this time frame. I did not exercise or do anything else, just stopped eating carbs and followed the macros for keto and kept my intake of calories low enough. I wasn't measuring or weighing my food. I looked at the packaging and estimated, plus I had an app called MyFitnessPal for scanning barcodes. At this point, progress was starting to slow down. I was hitting plateaus constantly and felt like I needed to change something. I ditched keto and started just the basic calories in, calories out diet, if it can be called that. Basically just limited myself to 1,500 calories a day and didn't go over it. And then at the end of 2019, I added daily walks, about 1 hour to my routine, as I had started to feel physically and mentally much better and was now able to get out there. In March this year, I hit the 24.9 BMI milestone, which my calculator says is called normal weight, whatever that means. And right now, in August, my BMI sits at 20.9. So that's it then, isn't it? I have no reason to go lower. I've already been slowly over the past few months shifting from a mentality of lose more to sustain. I need to find the point of healthy eating without gaining or losing, just maintaining. And this is what the title of this post means. I am done. It is over. I hope for forever. Ever since the end of 2019, I have been feeling, for the first time in my life, happy, and just happy. I'm working on getting back into school to learn a new profession as I feel motivated now. It's not everything just because I lost weight. Dealing with my depression was a huge part for both the weight loss and my mental well-being. I don't hate myself anymore and I can look in the mirror without feeling bad about what I see. I'm not gonna lie and say it's all sunshine and happiness all day every day. It's not. But compared to 3 years ago, damn, am I doing good now. Today, I reached a nearly decade-long goal. I am under 200 pounds. Hey everyone, this morning I reached a goal that I've been trying to achieve for the past 10 years, and I gotta tell you, it feels great to be here. During freshman year of college, I gained what I like to call the freshman 50. I went from being a full-time athlete to doing essentially nothing physical besides walking to class. I went from around 180 pounds to around 230. After that year, I continued to gain weight throughout college until a peak of around 270 pounds. Over the next few years, I rotated in what seemed like an endless cycle of boom and bust. Every time I started losing weight, I would cut something out of my diet or try a new fad diet. No carb, intermittent fasting, no dessert, and exercise every day. And this would always be until one day I didn't. And then I'd skip a couple days here, eat a couple meals there, and before you knew it, I had gained all my weight back. I would regularly stop at gas stations and get 4 hot dogs, get 1,500 calories of fast food, or eat an entire pizza myself. And this would then become a cycle of self-hate and admonishment, and every time I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw. The reason I'm writing this is because I know there's someone out there that is going through the same thing right now. If this is you, reach out to me. So I wanted to share a little bit of my experience of how I actually made it happen, since a couple of people have asked me how I lost the weight. What diet did I finally use? None. As a person who has done enough fad diets, I always hated hearing this answer from people who have lost weight. And because, how am I supposed to do it? The real answer is that I stopped eating so much, period. I had to train myself that it was perfectly acceptable to eat/drink carbs, fats, or alcohol. My wife and I regularly eat pizza, burgers, ice cream, fries, snacks, barbecue, etc. We even keep a frozen pizza in our freezer and call it the emergency pizza in case one of us feels like some comfort food or I feel too lazy to cook. And we almost always finish the whole thing. We also share a bowl of ice cream, 2 scoops, 1 to 2 times a week. We also split a bottle of wine once or twice a month. I'm saying this because I want to emphasize that we do eat junk food until we're full on occasion, but not daily. You have to stop eating until you're full. Once your body gives you that signal that you've eaten enough, don't push through. I've done it my whole life. Get a box, put the leftovers in the fridge, or share a meal at a restaurant. My wife and I get Chick-fil-A about once every month or two, and always get 1 entree and 1 meal to share the fries and a drink. I just looked up the calories on that, and it's 500 calories for the sandwich I get, 420 divided by 2 calories for fries, and we usually get a Coke Zero. 720 calories isn't terrible for a meal, folks. And it's delicious. My point is, you can still eat fast food, but you don't need to get 3 or 4 sandwiches, fries, a drink, and a dessert. Another example is that we get Thai food. Either we get 1 entree and an appetizer, or we would get 2 entrees and eat it over 2 meals. Make this regular practice in your household if you're serious about losing weight. What food do you regularly eat though? This is probably the part that is not possible for everyone. Since I work at home and have no kids, I have the freedom and time to cook 9 out of 10 meals for our family myself. I'll almost always cook for 4 to 8 people, and then we'll eat dinner and then eat it as leftovers for the next couple of days for lunches and dinners. A few regular things I cook, in order of frequency: chicken tacos, pasta dishes, Asian stir-fry, chicken salad, Indian curry, meat and potatoes kind of meal, grain bowls, and soups. For breakfast, I cook eggs and a vegetable, potato hash, peanut butter toast with banana, 1 slice, avocado toast, fruit and yogurt parfait, or oatmeal. I try to never buy snacks because I know I'll eat them more than I should, but we make a lot of popcorn and usually have fruit, nuts, Cheez-Its, or goldfish on hand. I try not to snack during the day because I tend to overeat, but she snacks pretty much daily between one of the meals. We almost never eat seconds. I portion our meals to be a scoop of rice, 3/4 of a cup, with whatever topping, or filling the bottom half of a largish bowl, think restaurant-style serving bowl, or 1 piece of meat, a small helping of a carb, a large helping of vegetables. My wife needs some kind of carb with her meals or she will get hungry during the day, and it promotes a healthy diet/mix. Oh yeah, and stop eating break room junk. If it's really good, go ahead and get yourself some. But most cupcakes sitting in a break room are mediocre at best. 9 out of 10 baked goods bought from a standard grocery store aren't worth your time. If you want to splurge, go to a bakery. How often do I exercise? None. I work from home and do a sedentary job. At least once a day, I try to walk around the block, maybe a mile to half a mile, and that's it. Occasionally, I go to the gym, but obviously not right now. I'm not saying that this is healthy, but what I'm trying to emphasize is that this is not a diet where you have to work out all the time. You can do this. Finally, you need to not feel like garbage about yourself. If there's one thing my wife helped me with, and there's much more than one, it was this. She helped me understand that I was good looking no matter my size, and that really went a long way to feeling confident about myself. I definitely couldn't have done this without her support. When we started dating is when I stopped crash dieting. I weighed about 240 pounds when we met 2 years ago. Last year at our wedding, I weighed about 220, and now I'm here at about 200. One thing I've been trying to tell people is you have to stop thinking that losing 20 pounds or 10 pounds in a month is possible or sustainable. I get there are people who do it and are successful, but there are many, many more like me. 2 to 3 pounds lost in a month is 24 to 36 pounds in a year. How would you feel about being 24 pounds lighter by next year? Instead of skipping every delicious holiday meal, just enjoy it. And then get back on your regularly scheduled eating when you get home. And don't let that break you. It's just one day or one weekend. I hope this helps encourage you to meet your goals. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our Reddit community. To join our Reddit community, just open the description below. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories, and to join our friendly community, the Narwhals. Vikings J says, it took 1.5 years, 567 days to be able to say I have lost 200 pounds. I share this to let anyone needing to fight this fight know it's possible. It always felt like making any dent was an overwhelming goal and was too much to bother with, but I promise you, it's not. Diamond says, hi Narwhals, first time sharing a progress pic anywhere, but I had to after someone sent me the pic on the left from their Snapchat. 1 year ago to today, down 40 pounds since March. A Colonel Liver says 315 pounds to 184. What a difference. Thanks for sharing, featured Narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more weight loss stories and to join our friendly community, the Narwhals. Thanks for watching, Narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.